That's right. I know your heart's desire. A true analog tape echo machine. Well, I've got one, the T-Rex Replicator Junior. Let's check it out. Yep, that's right. The T-Rex Replicator Junior is a real analog tape echo machine. Like real analog, there is a little tape that runs around on the inside, just like the old Echoplexes, or if you're like me and are fortunate enough to have some reel-to-reel tape decks, just like that kind of tape also. This machine is really super simple. It's a scaled-down version of its larger cousin, the Replicator, the T-Rex Replicator, and just really easy to use. So I'm going to run through the controls real quick. Don't go away. It'll take about 30 seconds. We've got the delay level here. We've got feedback or tape repeats, and you can lock that feedback in with a push of the button. We've also you can lock in the dry level too. We've also got time, and that is your delay time. And on this machine, it goes from about 350 milliseconds to about 1.3 seconds. We do have a tap tempo on the right-hand side, which is really cool. That's a great upgrade for a tape echo machine. On the front panel, where the plugs are, super simple. There's a kill dry switch, and there's a saturation button. So if you push it in, it increases the gain a little bit and gives you more of that cool tape saturation. Let's go ahead and listen to what it sounds like. So I'm going to go ahead and turn it on. And first up, I don't know if you can hear this or not, but if you're wanting to use this in a dead, quiet studio with an anechoic chamber with no sound whatsoever, this is probably not a good choice because you can hear the tape mechanism. But that's okay. Yeah, if you're like me and you're an old fart, you probably remember the old Echoplexes and other mechanical tape machines, and they always made noise. So this is no exception to that rule. But anyhow, here's what a basic sound sounds like with the time about in the middle. Yeah, kind of nice. Let me go ahead and bring that time all the way up to the shortest length. All right, we need to talk about tape echo or tape delay and tape speed. There is a correlation. The shorter the tape delay is, in other words, the faster, it repeats, the more high-end those delay repeats are going to have. As you slow the tape speed down, you lose high-end. So let me demonstrate with the Replicator Junior. Again, here's the fastest delay speed. Okay, so a decent amount of high-end, but with each repeat, you can hear that you're losing high-end. Let me go ahead and turn the time all the way down to the about 1.3 seconds. You can really hear the difference, can't you? Whoa, and let me bring it up there again. Here's the shortest speed again. So do be aware of that characteristic. You can actually use that to your advantage. And oh, by the way, every tape echo machine has this same situation. Even reel-to-reel tape decks. If you record a reel-to-reel tape deck at a faster speed, you'll have more high-end frequency content. If you record it at a lower speed, you'll have less. So this is right in line with every tape deck, every echo machine ever. All right, let's talk about tape saturation. Tape delays and tape echoes are not crystal clear like a digital delay, like that classic 2290 kind of digital delay tone. There's always going to be some level of tape saturation. The Replicator Junior is no exception. The hotter the signal coming into the device, the more tape saturation you'll get. So I'm going to go ahead and play here. I want you to listen to the current level of tape saturation. Can you hear how it's a little grungy sounding? Okay, and that's what you get. It's a really cool sound. It's totally authentic with the old Echoplexes and Bensons and things like that. So yeah, really nice tone. The other thing you'll hear is a little bit of warble and wobble to the delay repeats. Again, check that out. Listen carefully here. Can you hear that? It's not totally rock steady. Yeah. So what that gives you is, well, you might think, man, that's giving me a really messy sound, but that's one way to look at it. The other way to look at it is that it gives you a very organic sounding delay repeat that when it's blended in with your guitar tone gives you a kind of a chorusy, warbly tone to the guitar. Nice for certain contexts. All right, we've got the basic sounds out of the way. Now let's have some fun. So I'm going to try a dotted eighth delay. It's interesting in that the Replicator Junior does not have tap subdivisions available. So if you want to do dotted eighth delay, you'll have to do it the old-fashioned way. So I've got kind of the time set somewhere a little bit to maybe 1 o'clock. And here's what it sounds like. That's kind of cool. And if I throw in some reverb, it sounds even cooler. Just to kind of fill that sound out, here's what that sounds like. So how does the Replicator Junior sound with a lead tone? Let's find out. Go ahead and engage the replicator. Let me turn on my distortion and let's check her out. Kind of cool. I'm going to make this more of a slap with a little bit lower of a delay level. Check this out. Yeah, I like that a lot. It just kind of thickens up your tone, and then if you add some reverb on, Really nice. All right, you've heard some sounds. We need to talk about maintenance, though, on this device. It is real tape. There are real gears and wheels and cogs spinning around, and, that stuff can wear out. So, T-Rex helpfully has provided, when you buy this unit, they provide another tape cartridge. It is super easy to change. I swapped it out just to try it myself. There's 3 thumb screws that you just take off and pull the top off and pop the cartridge out, pop the new one in, and then there's a little thumb screw, and I won't bother showing you, but you can use it just to get the optimal tape adjustment for the tone. So that's the Replicator Junior, but don't go. I've got a playlist right here. I've got a bunch of videos using analog tape. Check it out. Subscribe. See you on the next video.